Good morning to all of you, particularly to the soon-to-be U.S. citizens. I would like to congratulate you on your accomplishments of becoming a U.S. citizen. Each of you comes from different cultures, from different nations, and have different backgrounds. But it is that rich diversity that makes New Jersey and the United States strong. We are a country that embraces immigrants, and we recognize the opportunity those not born in the United States can bring to America. We recognize that you have the ability to add to our rich culture, to our rich experience, and to make America strong. I have one message that I would like to offer to you before I introduce the Chief Justice. With citizenship comes responsibility and obligation. With your membership into the American family, you have a duty to share to continue to keep America strong. You can do so by voting. You can do so by serving your community. You can do so by paying taxes. You can do so by educating your children. And you can do so by living lives of meaning and purpose. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 8th Chief Justice of the New Jersey court system since the enactment of the modern Constitution. Chief Justice Stuart Rabner is responsible for the operation of all of New Jersey courts. We operate our court system not only in this building, but in 21 counties across this state. In the capacity as the Chief Justice, he is responsible for all operation of the court. He is head of the Supreme Court and oversees judges and staff, as I said, in all 21 counties. Chief Justice Rabner has a present and real understanding and appreciation where each of you are now sitting, because his parents, not too long ago, a few decades ago, sat where you sat. And it's now my pleasure to bring to the podium Chief Justice Rabner.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Judge Grant. Thank you, Paul, for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. Thank you to the JJC for the beautiful honor guard tradition that you followed today. The first order of business is administering the oath of allegiance to the United States of America to our prospective citizens, and I don't want to delay even a moment longer. So if you're able to, please rise. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have been heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by the law, and that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, so help me God. Congratulations. You may be seated. It is such an honor to be here with the newest citizens in the United States of America. I don't know how long you're going to hold that title, especially on this day with ceremonies all across the land, but you certainly have it for this moment at least. Each of you has your own story, your own journey that brought you to this point. Some of you have come from as far away as the People's Republic of China and India. others as close as our neighbors in Canada and in Mexico. You have different backgrounds, different cultures from the Middle East, from Africa, from Europe, from South America, but today we all share a common bond. We are Americans. Many have had the privilege to recite the very oath of allegiance that you just recited. Some 70 years ago, Albert Einstein, the noted physicist and humanitarian, recited that oath in a courthouse in Mercer County not far from where we are right now. And he offered these words of praise for his new adopted country right after taking the oath. He said that this nation would prove that democracy is not just a form of government, but a way of life tied to a great tradition, the tradition of moral strength. It is that and so much more. People all over the world hope for, aspire to become United States citizens for many good reasons. It's a land of freedom, formed on the bedrock principle of freedom, where we can live upright, honest lives, free from persecution, even though we may hold different ideas, different views, practice different religions than the mainstream or than our neighbors. It's a nation governed by the rule of law, and how fitting it is that we gather today for a citizenship ceremony on Law Day, when all citizens should take a moment to reflect on the rights and privileges that citizenship in this land provides for us. It's a land of accomplishment, where teachers and business people, scientists and laborers can all make contributions to improve our society, whether it's developing a new technology or teaching a child, and in some measure, each day, making a better life for our communities and our families. It's a country with limitless opportunity, where your children, the children of immigrants, can go on to hold the highest post in our nation. And yes, as Albert Einstein said, it is a way of life tied to a moral tradition. We stand united behind the principles of liberty and equality on which our nation was founded. And we stand together in support of one another as one community in times of trouble. Now, it's a two-way street, as Judge Grant was just alluding to earlier. You're fortunate today to get the benefits, the privileges of American citizenship. And we, in turn, get back from all that you give to our society, the new society that you've adopted. America, it's been said many times, is a nation of immigrants that I believe grows stronger over the generations with new immigrants, made stronger by the contributions of those who preceded you and those who followed you, who came to our shores voluntarily. Because you don't just bring different languages and customs and cuisines, you bring a bold spirit, your own dreams, your idealism that invigorates all of us here